Hello, thank you for tuning in. My name is Stuart. I'm the classical record collector, and I've been out again hunting through charity shops looking for classical records. So I'll tell you, I've been to about 14 charity shops today, and I only bought records in 2 of them. So first I went into the Oxfam charity shop where they only sell books. No, not books, sorry. They only sell music, CDs, tapes, records, etc. And I found I bought 5. I bought 2 at £2 each, and I bought 3 for £1 from their bargain section. I'll show them to you in a moment. But just to say one thing, I was meeting somebody today and I had a quick look in, and I found some records I was interested in. One of them was actually Walter Weller conducting Peer Gynt on a SXL English pressing for £1. Now, I should have really bought it straight away, because that's not a bad price for that record. I used to be able to sell that record for about £20–25 back in the old days. It's not worth that much now. I think you can maybe sell it for up to 10 on eBay. I should have taken it though, because I did want it. But the records I was interested in, I sneakily hid them somewhere so that I could come back later once I've seen my friend, and then spend time checking the condition and everything. So I put them somewhere. But unfortunately, when I came back later, that record had gone. So the moral of that story is, yeah, if you see a record that for you is a bargain, buy it, nail it straight away. Don't let it go. So I lost out on that one, unfortunately. Okay, so I'm going to go through what I bought. Yeah. So I bought 5 from Oxfam. And then I literally went to about 11 or 12 charity shops in a row, and I found absolutely nothing. I was getting a bit depressed, and I was going to turn around, come home. I thought, well, I've got 5, it's not bad, and 1 or 2 of them I quite like. And then I went into this last charity shop, and I went in and I saw that they had quite a few records. I got down because, of course, records are always on the ground. We've always got to grovel on the ground as vinyl fans. And I started going through them. I realized straight away, oh, I'm going to buy at least 10 records here. Most of them were like £2 each, some were more. And I asked the guy behind the counter, I'm probably going to buy quite a few from you. Can we do a deal? And he said, well, when you've got what you want, bring them up and we'll see what we can do. So, okay. So, yeah, I bought 13. They were £2 each, and he let me have them. So it should have been 26. He let me have them for £18. So £1.50 each. I know I said I only pay £1.50 for records, but if they're nice, then I will pay more than that. So anyway, this one here, Mozart Piano Concertos. It's a Classics for Pleasure, and it's a digital recording, recorded in 1981. So that's a fairly early-ish digital recording for EMI, and it's Classics for Pleasure. That picture, I mean, that is absolutely unbelievable. I'm absolutely flabbergasted by that picture. And on the back, it says, artist David Inshaw, theme, painting for Mozart Piano Concertos 23 and 24. It looks like he's been commissioned to paint that specifically for this record. It's an absolutely staggering picture, that is. I think it's worth, I don't want to say any more about that, but I just think that's an amazing picture. And the only sad thing about this record is that it's a little bit, the spine is damaged slightly on the top. And I saw this same record in 2 different charity shops, and I got this as part of a 1 for £3 deal, so I took that. But yeah, that picture is just unbelievable. I've listened to some of that Piano Concerto number 24. Seems to be fairly good. Okay, this is one of the great performances of the Concertante, Sinfonia Concertante K364, one of the great pieces of all time, not just from Mozart. It's an absolutely unbelievable, such an original piece of music. And this is arguably one of the best recordings. Perlman and Zuckerman playing with Zubin Mehta conducting. It's a live performance in Israel. And I used to have this on CD. It got a rosette from the Penguin Guide. And I bought this for £2 from Oxfam, I think. Was it Oxfam? Yeah, from Oxfam. And well worth the money. It's got the concertone for 2 violins on the other side. So that should be in anybody's collection, frankly.
Okay, this is another one from Oxfam. This is, I'm not sure what I paid for this. I think it was one for three for £1. It's the Beaux-Arts Trio playing the Mendelssohn Complete Piano Trios. I don't know the piano trios of Mendelssohn, so I'll look forward to listening to that. Philips, it looks good. Is it a Dutch pressing? I don't know. Actually, it may well be. Just look at the label there for a moment. Is it made in England? No, it's not a Dutch pressing, but it doesn't matter. So that's fine. That's a good one. Yeah, that is a one. That is a 3 for £1. I was really pleased with this. The Mozart, the Great Wind Serenade K361. Marvelous piece of music, and I've got it on a digital Deutsche Grammophon, Berlin Philharmonic instruments playing. So that's really good. £2 from Oxfam. Okay, and then one of the 3 for £1 is this Herbert von Karajan playing a Frank Symphony. I like that performance. That is, I used to have that on, I've got it on CD, I think, still. So that is a really good performance of the Frank Symphony. That really suits Karajan's conducting style right down, big sort of heavy romantic sound, and he really exploits it to the full. Walton, I don't know Walton's first symphony, so we've got Haitink here. I'll look forward to listening to that record. Haitink, how much did that cost me? That was £2 from that other charity shop, but effectively £1.50 with the discount. And it's got the early label, dog stamp label. That's what we call that, dog stamp label. It hasn't got the big dog, which a lot of the digital records have got. So that's a good one. We've got World of Great Classics here, Decca, and they're fairly good actually. They're reissues of the SXLs, of the SXL originals, the early stereos. So that's a good record. It combines 2 in 1. The Firebird and Petrushka Stravinsky. Nice cover there with the ballerina. I think that's quite good. It's in really good condition. So I need to review some of these World of Great Classics to see how they compare with the SXLs. But I believe they're fairly good from what I've heard. In the past, I've listened to them. I really like the jacket on this, EMI Eminence. It's Vaughan Williams. It's got some of his popular pieces, like The Wasp's brilliant overture, The Lark Ascending, etc. Vernon Handley, David Nolan playing the violin. I really like the cover. It's got a classical painting on it. Let's see what the painting is. Cover painting, The Hay Cart by Henry John Yeard King. So I don't know that painting, but I really like that kind of rustic artistic style. I like the fact that in this painting, I really like, you see the girl there, she's standing, she's opened the gate, and there's a haystack there on the back of a cart with a horse. That's really, you probably can't see very well. I really like the expression on the face of the girl, the clothes that she's wearing. She looks like she's just having a lovely day, just waiting there watching other people doing the hard work. Okay, so that's in good condition, I believe. It's digital recording, so that will be a good one. These RCA gold seals seem to be pretty good. I've listened to a couple so far. Got another one here, another Vaughan Williams. It's Previn conducting the LSO, and he's conducting the tuba concerto. Never heard it. And 3 portraits from England of Elizabeth. So I'm looking forward to that one. Never heard that one, but never heard the tuba concerto. Riccardo Muti, no less, the Italian conductor, and he's conducting Robert Schumann, Symphony No. 4. Actually, I wish I could somehow angle this better. Symphony No. 4, because if I do that, you see, I get reflection. That's why it's so, it's not very good. Sorry about that. So yeah, so we've got Riccardo Muti, Symphony No. 1 and No. 4, Classics for Pleasure. That's an analog recording. Recorded when, I'm not sure, it'd probably be the late 70s. It's the Philharmonia. And here we've got Philips. We've got Dvorak and Borodin string quartets with the Quartetto Italiano. So that's going to be good. I think that actually is a Dutch pressing. Let's have a look. Is that Dutch? Yep, it's a Dutch pressing, so that's going to be a good one. Not that I've really noticed much difference. Dutch pressings tend to be a bit quieter than the English pressings. So yeah, this series, Musica da Camera, Dvorak, we've got string quintet and piano quintet. So I don't really know those works, so it'd be good to discover those. Again, well, we've got Stephen Bishop Kovacevic and the Philharmonic Octet of Berlin. Okay, Herbert von Karajan, Mozart's Requiem, of course. Good jacket, good cover with the cross and the sun setting or rising. I'm not sure what it's doing there. I don't know this performance. I can imagine that with Karajan it will be a fairly heavy, big orchestral sound, and whether he will drag it out like he does with a lot of his Mozart, I don't know. I'll have to have a listen to that and see how it is. But the soloists are really good. Got Jose Van Dam and Agnes Balzer, Tomova Sintov, so that should be good. Poulenc, I got this as one of the. How much was that? Yeah, well, I paid 150 for that really. So Poulenc, I'm not crazy about Poulenc, but I don't know. I fancied having that. What's the label? It's probably a dog it's a dog stamp, as you can see. Oh, the text is there, so that's good. Always look to see if the text is there, if it's if it's any kind of choral work. I'm not sure what that text is doing there actually, because is there a? Oh, I don't believe it. Well, that happens sometimes. It's Schubert incidental music to Rosamund, so that does not go with this record. That's why there's a text in it. I was confused because it doesn't say there's a chorus. Okay, I was pleased with this one. Andre Previn conducting Mendelssohn's A Midsummer Night's Dream, incidental music. So that one usually sells for more than the average EMI four-digit record. As I recall, this one used to fetch quite a good price. So, because I wouldn't mind selling one or two of the higher value records if I get any, in order to pay for all the others, And I mean, I love the overture to A Midsummer Night's Dream and one or two of the other bits, pieces like The Wedding March, but I'm not a massive fan of all of the music to that. But of course, the overture is absolutely unbelievable. So is The Wedding March. To think that he composed the overture when he was 16, incredible music, really just unbelievable. More Mozart for me. This is Colin Davis. Now, of course, when digital started to appear, of course, all the conductors, Karajan, Davis, all the rest of them, of course, wanted to record all the Mozart, all the Beethoven symphonies in digital, even though Colin Davis had already done a lot of the Mozart symphonies, including these, 29 and 39, in analog on Philips. He decided to come and record these in digital. Well, good, because I'll be looking forward to listening to that. That's a Dutch pressing as well. So quite an unusual pairing, that Mozart 39 and 29. That is really quite unusual. I've never seen that pairing before, but well, getting there. A Jubilee. It's an SXL transfer to a reissue, which is a clarinet concerto with De Paia and a Sinfonia Concertante with the Oistrakh brothers. Those two, I believe, come from two different SXLs. They've combined them on one Jubilee. Jubilees usually sound really good, and this one looks like it's in really good condition. There it is. And with the legendary Peter Maag conducting. Peter Maag is probably the most prized conductor of Mozart on Decca, and his record of Symphony Number 38 is worth a lot of money. The original Decca, even now, I would think that would fetch £500, maybe more. Last one, Ravel, Sagan. Sorry, not Sagan. Yeah, Sagan, the Clavier Trio. And the Violin Sonata, brilliant record with Grumiaux. This is fantastic because not only have we got the incomparable Ravel Piano Trio, we've got the incomparable Violin Sonata and the really dark kind of menacing gypsy Tsigan for violin and orchestra. So that is an absolutely fantastic record to have. £2. I paid £1.50 for it with a discount. Okay, well that's it. I'm going to be reviewing some of these. I'm going to be actually recording snippets and discussing the performances. So if there are any of those in particular you'd like me to review, if you want to leave a comment. I'm not a musician. I'm not musically trained. So bear that in mind. I can talk about music, but what I can't do is talk about, I don't know, rising thirds. I can't talk about chord progressions, and I can't really talk technically about music, but I can talk as just somebody who's a fan of classical music, the rhythms and, the presentation, the quality of the stereo, the pace, the pacing, so the energy in the music, and how the instruments, the interplay of the instruments. I can talk about music like that. I just can't talk technically about it. So you might be interested in some of my opinions that I've got on some of these. So yeah, we'll be reviewing some of these records. Okay, well that's all for now. I'll be back again with another video. Thanks for watching, and good luck with hunting in charity shops or wherever you go, car boot sales, whatever. You could even leave comments telling me how you fare in these charity shops or car boot sales, whether you found any good records. I'm quite pleased with what I've found recently, but I've put a lot of effort in. I've been to a lot, and I've found records in very, very few charity shops, but I have fortunately found some really good records. Okay, that's all. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.